You're listening to AP Radio. Action Power TV, the way of salvation.
AP Radio 105.7.
You're listening to AP Radio. Action Power TV, the way of salvation. AP Radio 105.7. You're listening to AP Radio. Action Power TV, the way of salvation. AP Radio 105.7.
AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation. AP Radio 105.7. You're listening to AP Radio.
AP Radio 105.7.
Action Power TV, the way of salvation. You're listening to AP Radio. AP Radio 105.7.
come into manifestation, to make them become reality. And we cannot do it alone. And that's why Destiny Dream Projects partners with other organizations like Carantana Ministries, with Haven. We also collaborate with churches, both here in Ghana as well as US and other parts, UK, all over, to offer hope, to help with funding, to help with motivation, and to keep our children dreaming, because they are not just our future, but they're our current. One of the things to put in place is to foster a thriving community. I like to call it a thinking tank. Allow kids to dream, to write, to sketch. Allow them the creativity to be innovative. And that's what we see the wonderful Cybertruck that has manifested. But it all started with the seed. It started with a dream. It started with a thought in our imaginations. And so it's important to teach kids that your imagination is not a bad thing, but it's actually something that God has granted us creativity over.
We are Professor Dr. Donita Misa, Onomo Enada Destiny Dream Project Yanoa, or to me a boys in Chester Technical Institute, ma, this year bako wire Cybertruck, ewo one musukudu se, dear one musiano mode ye jumapa. Na yanko St. Augustine's College. Headmaster Hoho Reverend Father Dr. Patrick Godfrey Apia. Suku no enyem finsia no adu okron enso 97 years inti oma poma anniversary hontoma ema ready ato dwa se 2002 year group no womo ayomadwen so mo besi achechefo bia ye ediama womo no wasesa ade achari ye papa mahwa ban nanima wonyama womo da biara dan so mo ka ho asem sa chechefo da bremu eyade ha womo pa esan so mo ni bi ewo suku ye munti dan danya chechefo frɛ chichichichichi no mo ba suku mo ba kira de basa no a yesi epese mo fra no get discipline hye wo mo achechefo nso so dodo no anti suku mo ho no mahwe sa akwan no so ne senti ene ne 2002 group na yo madwen se wo mo de sa dwumadi beba no mo ba besi dan ama achechefo hwe ni mu se aboafo ebetumi abam bie.
A total of 140 teaching staff, of whom only 60, representing 42.9%, are resident on campus, leaving 80 members unhoused. This deficit is significantly more pronounced within the non-teaching sector, where a mere 6 out of the 66 staff members, representing 9.1%, are provided with on-site accommodation, leaving 60 without. Consequently, out of a combined institutional workforce of 206 employees, 140 staff members, representing 68% of our entire workforce, remain non-resident, underscoring an urgent strategic requirement for staff residential infrastructure development of a college that accommodates close to 3,000 resident students.
We are Reverend Father Dr. Patrick Godfrey Apia. One who and a headmaster was St. Augustine's College. Na omushe ni muse a church for the bremu betumi asiewie na boa ma church for the drone atumi aba school ni mabehwe se school ni mpuntu ekoso. Ye kwaje aboafo nkrato ye ba ye kodwadie mu ensem.
No kwasam se adwumasua ya ade a se wonsaka obi antwinkyem free wonsam enonti enei se wopese wotu kwan kwa amanone ana wotena oman Ghana mu eye adwumanya sika gu botom de a mekanfo St. Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center de Agyemang ko na onfa na wotwemie no pe enkyerɛwo caterpillar piloda any forklifter ebo no ewo fom kra yewo Kumasi Askwa yene Askwa police station no ene dinhwe mu yesan so ben Askwa Children's Hospital Tafua Akoko Space Junction wa ubetumi afre St. Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center 0243860810 St. Augustine Heavy Machine Training Center. We are your last stop.
For desktops, UPS, toners, and printers galore,
Bell Enterprise has got it all, from CCTV cameras to office chairs that keep you in style at affordable prices that will make you smile. For schools, businesses, and individuals alike, we have what you will surely like. Contact us on 0245 099 786. 0245 099 786. Bell Enterprise. Shop with ease. Introducing the Smiling Shack Outdoor Solar Camping Light. A new modern way of lighting up your world. It's a powerful portable lamp with 2 modes of brightness, a strobe light, as well as a flashlight. You can power it through solar charging or Type-C charging. With a built-in high-capacity lithium battery, you can also use it as a power bank to charge up your mobile phone through USB. To purchase one, contact 055 051 5323 or 053 520 3534.
This is what mini wireless networks look like. But hey, this is what they actually look like. Introducing Kenny Rose Wireless. Switch to Kenny Rose Wireless and enjoy streaming without buffering, communication with no lagging, business without restrictions, and achievements with no limits. Get connected today. For enquiry, sales, and support, contact us on 020-8282-810. Visit our website on www.kennyrosewireless.com. Kenny Rose Wireless, internet made easy.
Download the AP Media app now at apmediagh.com/app. It is currently available for Android devices. Coming soon to Play Store and App Store.
Abusua try ho kwaje yaboafo nkrato ya saba haye APTV ene radio 105.7 kasafidie so Agyemang no nsia kase na agusu hwame na fe wutie ewo yen kasafidie yi eso na yeto so ewo dwadie ensemu a ene wo hwe ebo ya wotumi eyi dade ewo mo anase yebeka na iron ore no a Ghana wono ede hwehwe ye ba sebe ya yebetumi aye processing plant bi na fe yankase yetumi etu saabo ibina yenya nnade ede afrimo wohwemu a yede enema free amanhodro so na yede aba yeman mu anase ye de free ha na yede kɔ na wakɔ akɔda ni aye no nnade kama kama no de aba na yankasa ya sato se agyinasie no ne epese yi di free akwamunti ya yebetu na de yi bi na fe ye de ya dadani e de akọ iron rods so senso de epese yi so na atumi aboy wo sa kwan so nhihye ye Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation one mo na eye kofar by panyin kwanhyefo da no Honorable William Okofo Date wo kire se ewetumi aboa ama oman Ghana ya pema koyenim krana ye de raw materials no e kwankrofo e ma so ma wo modern ni e de bi ye fish di bi ya iron rods de breye no e yankasa ne ye bo ho kanti se nei wo mpese o mo ye iron ore mine na fe processing plant for man mu a e betumi aboa ma yankasa ya ye na de wo ha e betumi e de djuma.
So if you ask of our achievement, the setting up of this smelting companies, B5, Star Steel, this Therma Steel, and all those guys have been around, and they've been contributing to the local economy just to help to develop it. Yes, but since the corporation was born about 6 years now, I think government has taken a special interest in helping the corporation to work according to its mandate. So we have been working with the private sector. We've been collaborating with the other government agencies. Yeah, I can say this year, for example, we were considered in the budget, and government gave us a huge sums of money to do exploration in the OT region. I can tell you the previous government, they took similar initiative, which we met in the office. It was around 40%. They were trying to do exploration on the block. And then we met it in 2025 at 40%, and now that block is completely done. And we have it on the market now. I know we have other blocks that has been developed over the years. Exploratory work has been done. If we talk of a block in the Shady, if we talk of one in the Upon Manse, and yes, these two blocks are actually the blocks that have been in the literature. If you go to Ghana Geological Survey, if you go to Minerals Commission, everybody will tell you about, and most of the investors know about this block and what they stand for the country.
We ayo for William Okofo that wono na eye panyipa Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation iti yankasa ebetu abo no na eyi na de afiri mu na yetumi anane e de aye na de dodo no a ye de bedi djuma e wo ye mayimu ye kwa amahodo so ensem.
This segment is brought to you by
Desat Solutions.
Ye call Venezuela minimo. Now, acting President Delcy Rodriguez at the Atujwa say, Sasa was so aquaso, said ye near see a no dinner was so, na jana was so, nam so, Emma Nipa, ye can say, woman free more, or kanya, or may bear 164. Woman so a pre more dear young who money bear 971. A nipa ye kasai, one go so as a shot dan ye bubu, any and dear son, almost bear 11,000 near chain. Ojamwa, one more a mampany say, a brea quen nimono, and sha nipa free more ye say ye bon numbers nikumebisano, a bet me a nim. Samson United States Geological Survey, one more so the about to just say, and sha one more a free mono, and answer one more ye see one more free mono. Womu yi nkrofo dodro no apia ebekwa kodru be 10,000 ne akire yi akwa yare wosam e wo Venezuela e mine mo yese onu mu city baako otim se dan ye dwirigu obebro be wo ha nti anachesa no odin yi pa na akwafa nipa dodro wo mafiri mo bebira wo maprepra ene dodro no anso a ye nhunu wo mo akwafa ni nyina ede ba rescuers guso a wo mu na wonu mo hwese enipa dodro hyehyehye adan ase ne ade no ombetumi ayi binu mo a Woman yame ebeboa wo mo atumi atena kwam.
There were 7.5 and 7.2 magnitude earthquakes, and they happened within the space of a minute. They rocked the city in scenes that residents say was reminiscent of a horror movie. Venezuela has activated an emergency declaration, shutting schools and hospitals. Authorities have just provided an update. They've put the death toll at 37 for the time being. There are fears, though, that number could climb into the tens of thousands.
A frantic search for survivors in Venezuela's capital. Rescuers scrambling through rubble where buildings once stood. As darkness blankets Caracas, families gather in the streets, desperate and searching for answers.
When we went downstairs, the scene was like a horror movie. We had to climb over the rubble and everything.
The building moved from side to side because it was incredible.
Several walls in the area collapsed, and it was really strong. We're expecting some aftershocks.
The first earthquake, initially measured at magnitude 7.2, struck shortly after 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening, local time. Its epicentre, west of the city of Morón, around 168 kilometres from Caracas. Less than a minute later, a second and more powerful magnitude 7.5 tremor hit. Smoke was seen rising above the skyline, buildings swaying across the capital. At Simón Bolívar International Airport, just north of Caracas, travellers ran for cover as the ceiling gave way. Smoke and debris quickly filled the terminal. The airport has since been shut down. Many Venezuelans were at home enjoying a public holiday when the ground suddenly began to shake. Authorities fear mass casualties. A tsunami warning was briefly issued for parts of the Caribbean before being lifted. The earthquakes are among the strongest to strike Venezuela in more than a century. The tremors so powerful, they were felt across several states. A country shaken in seconds, now facing a long stretch of fear, rubble and uncertainty.
Asasa waso emu oden NSC ewo Venezuela mind mu kofa ro hosam apa ho a eri mo manebo esomo enwenu nsia kase mo yebegina so na ye de si news.apmediagh.com ne de online stories na kogu Facebook and YouTube handle ne APTVGH TikTok Instagram and X and Twitter video ne APmedia_GH onso betumi eni edi enkita ho anwumrei oson for boss lady Afia Kyem Agyemang na mesomo kase ne kinkemu yankosha wodedi enkai. Happy birthday to my sweet sister Mama ya Nyankopon won hira na onye okese oma de woye bia enye ye nkwatente ahoden wom onua be ma ima ese osere edema wo. Happy birthday to you Mama ya. Ene ayaya wada no so Dr. Koko Dazi Ephraim nchechere how on the other side nchechere on the other side ena eba wakwemu tijibe ne hwebi e wokasafoni so ukọ enkasa fidie 105.7 so a kepokum so betena se so na commentary dodo wo ho nyina wo mo de atoato so wo ho madam nyina wase amamomo ene hwe eniti.
Salvation.
Hooray! Your favorite radio program and Agyemang, also known as the Way of Salvation.